Last week, my wife and I moved into the basement apartment one of our sons and daughters-in-law rent so that we could watch their kids while they went away on a rare, much-needed vacation. Now, their kids, our grandkids, are, thank God, poo, adorable, but they're 3 boys, under the age of 5, very lively, and they can be a handful. My wife reassured me that she's going to take primary responsibility, but the main thing for which she needed my help was bedtime, helping to get them all to sleep. I said, I can help out with that, but I better bring along help on my own. So I brought along a stuffed animal that one of my daughters gave me for a birthday present many years ago. My birthday is a week before Purim, so I had named him Megillah Gorilla. And sure enough, with his epic dance moves, and with some gorilla voice ventriloquism that I had worked on over the years, Megillah Gorilla and I were able to get all 3 boys to sleep each night that we were there. So on the way home, when we left, I called my mother, and she said, "So, did you survive?" I said, "Yes, barely, but really, I'm calling to thank you." She said, "Why are you thanking me?" I said, "Remember 25 or so years ago when I had 3 kids, 5 years old and younger, and every once in a while you would come over to watch them so that we could go away on a rare vacation?" She said, "Yes." I said, "I'm sure that after that we thanked you, but now I know that there's no way we thanked you enough." And she said, "Yeah, now you know what it was like." I said, "Yes, now I know, so I'm calling to really, really thank you." Sometimes it takes years before we have full perspective on a prior event, and that's what happens in this week's Parsha. Because for the first time, after 40 years, Moshe, reveals to the Jews the real reason why God had manna, that miraculous food, fall from heaven during their 40 years wandering in the wilderness. Now, if you're the Jewish people, you're thinking, what do you mean, the real reason? We were in the wilderness. There was no food. We're Jews, so we're always hungry. We have to eat all day long. We need a 24-hour tea room. So, of course, God had to give us food. And Moshe says, here's the real reason. Because he wanted to teach you that man does not live by bread alone. Mankind lives through God's word. And he wanted to test you. Test your faith in him. You're going to pray every night that the man will fall the next day? Are you going to realize, internalize the fact deep in your heart that all food, all sustenance comes from God? But why wait 40 years to reveal this reason? And the answer is that it's relatively easy to realize that everything comes from God when food is miraculously falling down from the sky every morning. But it's much more difficult, or it's going to be more difficult for them soon, because they're about to go into Israel, and they're going to go to work. And some people are going to have bumper crops, and they might think, as Moshe warns them, that it was kochi v'otzim yadi asali asachayil hazeh. They're going to forget God and think it was my strength and the work of my hands that brought me this treasure. And that's the same test that all of us have nowadays every single day. When things go well financially, we may think that it was our product, our idea, our strategy, our hard work, our innovation, our business acumen, our talent that caused us this windfall, that made things work out well. We may forget God. We may forget that all that talent, all those ideas came from him. We may forget that without him decreeing it, we cannot make a dollar. Every dollar in our wallet and every dollar in our bank account comes from God.